Also, well, just a slight pause as we get ready to meet the rest of our teams. That includes Scotland, Slovenia, Switzerland and Netherlands pair, but Slovenia are next out. Zaza Kotnik and Tajia Lovsin come into the arena playing in Prague earlier on this week, just like the Scottish team. Were a big afternoon for them as they look to qualify for the semi-finals. Semi-finals take place tomorrow. Remember, 3 German teams from the adjacent German tour event will be joining them as well. And next out, we have a combination, that's a beautiful thing, of King of the Court, Swiss and Netherlands. Plum Jepma and Laura Caliuri from Switzerland are making a pair for the very first time in this competition. Plum Jepma normally playing with Marlene van Ursel, who's just announced her retirement from the game. Her last competition will be in Utrecht next week. And here are Scotland, a late arrival into the competition, having played in Prague in the qualifier. Mel Coots and Lynn Beattie played at the Commonwealth Games back in 2018. They're having another run at Birmingham 2022, and they really did step up to the mark yesterday in a draw that included Lara Ludwig. Last but not least, by any stretch of the imagination, Sanne Kaiser, Madeleine Meppelink, European champions in 2018, and also just back from the Olympic Games. Well, that's our players introduced. Now it's time to introduce my co-commentator, Ingrid Linde. Welcome to the commentary box. An amazing day for Norway yesterday, and an amazing day for you. You topped your pool, and now you're a tourist.
Yes, thank you. It's really fun. It was fun to play. We topped our pool yesterday and we're directly to semifinals, and that's really fun with a day off.
A day off to rest and recover, and also maybe watch the opposition.
Yes.
Before they come your way tomorrow. We draw the cards here. Scotland, what have they drawn? We can't quite see there. A king for Laura Caliuri and Plum Jepma. A 10. Remember, the best draw will side out first. Sanne Kaiser not a happy bunny after that one. And how do you find this competition? Obviously, you've been competing the whole season in traditional beach volleyball, the game that we love the most. But this format's unbelievable, isn't it?
Yes, I didn't know what to expect when we started playing, but I really like it. It's like conditioning beach volleyball because it's intense, and if you do well, you can do side out all the time, and that's the funny part.
Yeah, and yesterday you did side out all the time.
Yeah.
What did you score? How many did you finish with?
15. We finished.
15 side outs.
Or no, I don't know our longest, but it was, my legs were, I was so tired in the end.
You didn't want to come back out last night in the, in the knockout rounds.
No.
Have a look at the Rottenbaum Arena. It's a really special place, isn't it? It's a really great feeling.
Yes, I haven't played in the center court yet. I'm really looking forward to it. It's so cool that they can close and open the roof.
Yeah, absolutely. We were saying yesterday, it makes such a difference to the serving. As soon as the roof is closed, the float serves really come alive, jump floating from way back 2 or 3 meters behind the baseline. But the roof is certainly open today. And this is an interesting round. So there's 3 rounds of 15 minutes. Remember, it's not about coming first at the moment. For the first round, it's about not coming last. Rich Lambourne says, it's a bit like getting chased by a bear with your friends. You don't have to be the first one, but you don't want to be the last. Coming from Norway, you'd know all about getting chased by bears. We're away from the middle.
It happens all the time.
Yeah, every day I hear it. Yeah. From the centre, off to the perfect start here. And how much of an advantage is it being able to side out first?
It's a really big advantage because you get so stressed when you're on the service line. If you don't get over in the beginning, it's frustrating. So getting some points in the beginning makes you relax more.
Yeah, you can look alongside and be like, hey, at least I'm in front of you.
Yeah.
At least I'm beating the other teams.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. Oh God, that's a tight set, but
yeah. One more.
You are allowed to be biased in this commentary because we know that Norway are pretty close in the way that you operate your squad mentality. And Synnøve Hansen is actually coming up here after this round to sit in your chair. Squeezed out by Plun Yetma. He's had a 5th in Cancun this year, Plun Yetma. They decided to go after Kaliuri, coming from the center. Young Swiss protege. The Swiss are in a very good place in beach volleyball at the moment after an Olympic bronze medal and a European Championship for the 2nd consecutive year. That's a fast play from Scotland. Get down the Queen's End, Scotland. Very impressive yesterday, Scotland. They played really, really well in the opening rounds. They made 4 points to start with. And it's a jumbo to the center that does damage from Mel Coots. Bit of a legend of UK beach volleyball, Mel Coots. And Lynn Beattie, indoor captain for Great Britain at the 2012 Olympics.
A nice hit from Chasa Kotnik.
We're seeing quite a lot of 2 balls in this way of the game as well, like trying to score as quickly as possible. Is that something that you guys are looking at?
We didn't do much of it yesterday, but I think it's people are stressed, so then you get more, you get points. If you surprise people, you get some more points.
Absolutely.
Long rally.
Well, it really is the perfect setting. That one's gone way wide of the mark from Kaliuri. Former European champions. They both won it twice, the Dutch. Both with Van Ursel on 2 separate occasions and once together. Sanne Kaiser from the right side chips back to the line. Great chase. Oh, the Norwegians getting flustered next to me.
Nice dig.
Oh, and there's a jumbo knuckle right over the top of the block from Kaiser. Very good from Sanne Kaiser. And how good was the Continental Cup for you guys? You must have had a brilliant experience. You were so close to actually getting yourself into the final, and you would have had a really good shot at making that ticket. So mixed feelings, or just...
Yeah, it was probably the most fun games I've ever played, but it was also the worst games. In the end, when you lose 17-15, it's really tough, but it was really fun. Yeah, playing Stamsjön they're fun team to play.
Yeah, absolutely. But you were obviously so close. Oh, great up from Sunova. You really were, and it seems like you guys were so close in the way that you're operating, and there's such a good feeling between you all, and it was really nice to oversee that journey.
Yes, we were a team, all together, all players. It was so fun. Hanegula and Sunniva played really well too, so it was a fun experience.
Good passing. It's good side-out play, just showing a little bit of line before whipping it back to the cross-court. Just passing off the net a little bit, and because of that, losing some height, but also losing some options. Scotland are back down Queen's End, and this is really a great start from them, chipping over the top of the block of Norway. We have a look at the previous error. Recovery setting from Lynn Beattie, and then deep downtown Sanne Kaiser with an opportunity from the right side. Finds Beattie again. It's a great touch from Beattie, but too close to the net. Almost swatted to the sideline for Madeleine Meppelink.
The Netherlands move the ball pretty well in setting. They are really good at getting out to the outsides.
And how does that, for a block defense perspective in this game, how does that make it more difficult?
The blocker needs to move more to get in position.
And those blockers don't want to move. Ideally not want to move. Off the net, chance to make some defense. 2 in the net in a row from Slovenia. They won't be so pleased with that one. They've had the opportunities, Slovenia, but they still have 4 on the board. Kaiser Meppelink in a good spot, but remember, it's not really about how they start. They want to win the last round, so an interesting tactic is how much gas do you keep in the tank, because you can easily score too many points too early, run out of energy, and then come the last round, it's going to be hard work.
Yeah, we didn't think about that. We're just trying to get most points but it was exhausting in the end. When you're 3 teams, it's pretty intense.
Maybe because you guys are way more fitter than me. I would be trying my hardest to do the bare minimum to make sure I get over the line.
But I feel like beach volleyball players were not the best in conditioning. So
yeah, especially at this stage of the season.
Yeah,
it's tough to be at your best conditioner after when you reach 75% of the season. Correct?
Yeah.
It's a long time since training
body
camps.
feels more sore.
Kaiser.
Nice hit.
Just choose one off the hands of Coots. Good stability defensively from Norway. Now they have an opportunity. Big chance for them now.
Yes. It was a nice defense from Sunniva.
And they need a few.
Yes, it's pretty close by the 1-0 and 2 points. Oh.
Yeah, but patience, we've been hearing the whole way through how patience is such a key component of this. It's a key component of beach volleyball in general, but king of the court, you have to be so patient, look at the clock, but also not get too traumatized by it.
Yes, me and my partner, we agreed that we should not get frustrated if we don't get over in the beginning, because you feel like you can't get points in the beginning, but when it's 1 minute left and people get points on missed serves, it can change quickly.
For sure, we saw Herrera Gavira last night. Side out, an absolute lorry full of side outs from them. Right at the end, and they saved their best till last. Kaiser, well, they'll be happy. Oh, there's a handling call. Interesting watching the handling calls at the moment, because in Cancun, through Cancun to the World Tour before the Olympic Games, it was all quite light, and all of a sudden, players are getting called a little bit more again.
I feel like it's different from each tournament. You never know what will get called.
Scotland back down, Queensland. There'll be a big Scottish contingent watching this for sure, as Mel Coots and Lynn Beattie look to play quick and around the block. It's a nice side out from Scotland. The early break's a good one from Meppelink, though.
Nice hit on the line, too. Good court view.
Great break from Meppelink. Decided to get off quite early. And this is Madeleine Meppelink all day long. Once you get it in this mode, she's really hard to stop. She's a stubborn competitor.
And really physical. She hits hard and jumps high.
Well, Bryn Yepman knows her very well. And she's beaten. There's still no points really for them. They need to find some. Norway, well, they won't be feeling too much pressure yet, but they'll be wanting to up their service pressure maybe. Running with speed, but defensively that was strong by Slovenia, just sitting around where the shoulders of Beattie were facing. Really good read defensively to take that one. We go to the timeout. It's Norway who are currently at the bottom of the bucket.
Yes.
And how are you feeling? What do they need to do in the last 5 minutes?
They have some really good serves. So I think they should try on doing higher the pressure more. And I know they can side out well, and it's not so many points, so I think they will go to the next round.
Yeah, you're back in your girls in.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of time left. That's something that I'm still learning. This is only my second King of the Court, and I'm learning that actually 5 minutes is a long time. It's not a long time, but it still is a long time. So we have a look at some great replays. So the Norwegians, you're training together.
Yes.
You're very much a squad.
Yes, and we switch on who we share rooms with when we travel. So I'm currently sharing a room with Sunniva.
And how's that? Is there anyone that you enjoy sharing with more?
No, I like them all.
That's a big question to ask. That's a big question to ask here. We're underway. Good answer. Oh,
Nice.
big block as well. Here we go, Norway. Here's your chance, Sanova. Goes high line. Oh, and it's unfortunate, but it's outrageously good defense of the knuckle, but they still have a few opportunities, that's for certain.
Yes. Scotland has 2 points, so it's pretty close in the end, and 3 points on, no, 2 points on Kalori.
A chance for Kaluri, but not this time. Yepna disappears as well. Sana Kaiser, well, they're safely through. Oh no, shut the door. Not against Sana Kaiser,
No.
you think?
But the block,
That sort of move would be me. You could beat me with that bump over on one, but... Okay,
this one is important for Norway.
This one is important.
Oh, good serve.
Great serve on Coots from Norway. That was a bit of a double pointer because Norway didn't want Scotland scoring. And then Hansen goes short. Kaluri's there. Knuckle on two. Another opportunity.
Yes.
Oh, not yet. Cheering. Ingrid Linda cheering too early. Oh, they're still alive.
No.
Oh, no.
That's not right.
Sam Riley. Twice you thought Norway had won it. But Plunjipma and Kaluri get down to the Queen's End. But there will be more opportunities. The legs will start to get tired here. 3 minutes left on the clock. What's going through your mind with 3 on the clock?
Oh, I hope they get over one more time. Then I think it's possible if they do. It's so close in 3-3-1. So everything can happen still.
3,
As long as
3, 1.
Ipman and them don't get points now.
Yeah, you would love Slovenia to do you a favour from Norway.
Yes.
Opportunity comes knocking, but to no avail this time. Slovenia, can you do Norway a favour? Yes, they can. But now Norway need to hammer their serves. Or it's Scotland up next. Breaking into the angle, leaving the line, Scotland. Good vision. 2 balls coming. And Ingrid next to me is sort of getting a little bit more tetchy as this game goes on. 2 Norwegian teams. Look at these guys. I was speaking to these guys earlier on. Some outfit.
Some outfit.
Yeah, like, we like that. Anyone who comes to beach volleyball looking like that can be our friend forever.
Yeah.
Showing
For sure.
cross court, chipping the line. One and a half minutes. Well, that could be Scotland finishing on 3. Well, they will have another chance. It's whether they can get 4 more points round and then find out. This is, oh, Norway have got down there on a carry. They've got down to the Queen's End on a carry. No way. Ball's been in the hand a little bit too long. And Norway have scored after getting down to the Queen's End on a carry. There you go. That is king of the court all over. Can they do it again? They need another one to go to 3. Oh, Sanova and Hansen get blocked out from Plunjipma. Remember, if the scores are tied, we look at the longest stay. So how long has your team been down there for? That's the important question. Scotland, well, they're on 3. 1 here would really put them through. I didn't think they'd have another chance, but they have, and they've scored. They're through to the next round. What an afternoon for Scotland. They knocked Brazil out yesterday, Scotland.
That's impressive.
I can't remember Scotland ever knocking Brazil out of a competition in beach volleyball. And today it looks like they could be kicking out Norway. 10 seconds left. They really need this one. BT is there again. Back on one. Now they need to change, but Helen Hansen gives up the ghost. And it looks as if Norway have unfortunately left the competition.
Yes. That's unfortunate.
And Sunnova doesn't look so happy, but Sunnova needs to come up here a bit later on, and we want her to be happier. So maybe you can cheer her up in between.
Yes, I'm going to do that.
They were fantastic. Not their day. Only one team from Norway will be through to the semi-final, and that's you.
Yes.
Shame that your friends and colleagues are not there with you.
Yes, I was hoping to play them in the final.
Absolutely. Well, there you have it on the right-hand side of your screen. Sunnova, Helen Hansen, Anna Gru Bjortland have left the competition. Sanna Kaiser, Madeline Meppeling won that round, but again, it doesn't really matter because the winner goes through to the semi-final tomorrow, but it's the winner of the final round. So it's all just sparring here in Hamburg. Sanna Kaiser and Madeline Meppeling are currently at the top of the tree, but there's a lot of work left to do. So we move on to round two. Norway, big cross by their name. Slovenia on great form. We can't miss them out. Kaiser Meppeling won round one. The Swiss-Dutch combination, they're looking like they're building nicely. In Scotland, well, they just keep knocking out big nations. Scotland have been impressive.
Yes. They set real small sets, so it's quite hard to defend. Even if they pull, they have to pull fast.
Yeah, everything is about taking time away from the block defense. You can see fast plays, quick knuckles. Lots of work going on in Scotland. Martin Johnson doing lots of work. Ben Pipe's another one who's done a lot for Scottish volleyball. There's a big village in Scotland who are doing a lot of work to try and promote the sport. They say it takes a village and they have an army. Well, a slight break in proceedings here. As the Rottenbaum starts to really build, you could feel it last night that the atmosphere was, it wasn't full, but it was still really, really loud. The atmosphere was great. The in-venue team doing so well. And they're usually so smiley.
Yes. It's pretty rough, the first one, when you're 5 teams. It's not easy to get over on the Queen's side and get some points. I feel like the first round is almost the hardest because you don't get so many chances.
Absolutely, you have to really work for your rhythm early on. As the second round is underway, remember 3 missed serves in a row is when your team will be awarded a point. So there's 2, maybe there's a 3-1 coming. Klunietma has the pressure on her shoulders, but she serves the fellow Dutch Madeline Meppeling. Then makes a little sneaky dive into the angle. Good hands. They've been based in Tenerife. Klunietma, Marlene van Ursel. Line's open. Scotland serving.
That's a nice hit. Real deep.
They've been really effective, Slovenia, throughout. Impressive in both rounds. And Meppeling knows that can only go soft line or powerful angle from there. So soft line off the knuckle, strong left hand. Wasn't many other options available. And Meppeling is sliding out for fun here. I was talking to them on the warm-up call. They're like, we're experienced in this game. This is, I think I asked them a silly question. of this isn't your first King of the Court, knowing that they're in Utrecht, but they're also in Hawaii as well. That'd be pretty good if Norway got invited to those more luxurious terms as well. Hawaii,
Yes.
California.
That sounds really nice.
But there's no better stadium than the Rottenbahn. Have you seen, I asked on my Instagram today, have you seen a better stadium for beach volleyball than the Rottenbahn?
No, I'm pretty impressed about the whole venue. It's so nice that you can close it when it's raining.
Yeah,
It should be like that in Norway too.
Yeah, I was going to say, you need one of those in Norway.
Yes.
We need one of those in the UK as well. And there is the roof. Somebody must be listening to us. It was open today. It's beautiful. The weather all week in Hamburg has been brutal. Windy, quite a bit of rain, good weather for the roof. You were on the outside court yesterday. Was it windy and rainy out there?
It was really rainy. It's been raining all week. I feel like I've been in Norway.
Well, you're not far away.
No.
Actually, Norway and Finland could be the only two countries that have actually had to travel south for this competition. Everyone else making the journey up north, but you've not been home for a while, have you?
No, we flew directly from Vienna, from the European Championship.
Great European Championship it was as well. Another great arena atmosphere for beach volleyball. But now we're getting more of the Vienna weather in Hamburg. Kaiser, knuckle line.
Two knuckles.
Kaiser Meppling probably like, should we just knuckle around in this round? Should we just knuckle over the top of the block and see how that goes for us? Going pretty good. Kaiser's now been served. So Madeline Meppling was more knuckles.
Three knuckles.
Three knuckles in a row.
It's working, so maybe she'll continue until someone digs it.
It's always interesting to see teams serving different players as well. So Kaiser's just been served too. Meppelink been mixed up. Good defensive move from Kaiser. It wasn't into the line, it was into the seam because of the approach line of the spiker, but at the same time, it's pretty good.
Yes. In the back line, that's always a good place to hit the ball. Oh, one more.
Two in a row. Two that hit the baseline. And a missed pass that goes astray. There's so much playing to the back line isn't everything, but it's pretty important as a trump card, right? It's something that you can go over the top of the block, you can hit the defender deep. It's something that's going to work out for you regardless. It doesn't matter what you're showing, where you're hitting, or how your arm swing is. Sometimes going deep is all you need. Mel Coots serves and runs in, knuckle over the top of Mel Coots.
Kalori is defending. She was earlier a blocker, so she switched. I think it was this season. It's really one more knuckle.
Another knuckle. Knuckle ball. The set's pretty tight from Kalori here. As we're saying, Swiss have a very, very good run of things at this moment in time.
Yes, it was impressive to see them play in the Olympics and the Europeans too.
Yeah, Beschart Hubeli also, well, they lost out to Heinrich and Berger Dupree at the Olympics.
Yeah.
I don't want to say this because I might get it wrong, but I was actually working on it. I think it was like 39-20, sorry, 31-29 in the third or something. Ridiculous, maybe a bit less than that.
Yeah.
But it was such a good advert for Swiss volleyball in general, and for one of those teams to go through and win the bronze medal. It's a tremendous effort for European volleyball as well, which is always on, it's growing, isn't it? Since you've been playing, has it got better, the level in Europe?
Yeah, I feel like it's more teams on a higher level. And especially the Swiss girls, they're really impressive, all of them. Like, I think, didn't they get a medal in the European, the Anouk, and them too?
Yeah, they won in 2020 in Jurmala.
Yeah.
So Switzerland, only the second country in European volleyball history to go back-to-back in the European Championships with two different teams.
Yeah.
That's some effort from them. To have that level of depth is what that stat tells me. Christoph Diekmann, Florian Kohl, Sally Beck and the rest of the team doing a fine job, but also Philip Gabatuller as well on the rise in the coaching side of things.
The knuckles, it works every time.
I mean, how many have we seen? It's a great way. If you have good vision, it's a good way of turning the ball quick.
Yes. And if you're not early enough in block, it's hard to defend it around the block.
Absolutely. So we know what you're going to be doing later on if Kaiser
Yes.
Meppelink play you. You're going to be breaking on the knuckle.
Don't tell anyone.
Breaking short line. Absolutely. We're going to see Ingrid going low, going late on the cut short knuckle, I reckon. I'm going to call it early. DT, oh, nice. Stays high, snaps back line over the top of the hands. Outside player playing indoor. And that was quite a high indoor sort of swing, cross line over the top of the hands, but Scotland are yet to score yet. And at the same time, Kaiser Meppelink are heating up. They won the last round. You can't knuckle that one though.
No.
From 3 meters off.
Oh, new knuckle.
Are we going to see you knuckling the ball more?
All the time.
Yep, you're going to knuckle every ball.
I'm learning now by watching.
Oh, jumbo knuckle. Oh, then we see everything with the knuckle. I mean, I quite like the knuckle because the game's so much about turning the ball quickly that you can only really turn those quick angles that quick with a knuckle at times. You'll find a way, Ingrid. Where there's a will, there's a way. Another knuckle.
Another.
If you can estimate how many knuckles we've seen in this round of King of the Court, we have the longest day. Maybe we can have a new record of the amount of knuckles in one session.
I would say 12.
12 knuckles? Oh, I'm going to go more. I'm going to go 12 just from Sanne Kaiser. Back to the line from Plun. Bump setting perfectly. It's difficult. As soon as you pass off the net, the game becomes much tougher.
And people serve really tough, so the receiving part is, I would say, the most important one to get to the net. Ooh, that's a nice one.
That is a nice one.
Yes.
Lots of cross, snap back line. Happy days from Meppelink. Another opportunity. This time passes a little bit more off the net, and these are the situations where Scotland come into the game because there's less options. From that pass, Meppelink could never hit that line ball that we saw previously because she passed that much more off the net. And that's the game of beach volleyball. But also in King of the Court, I mean, if you're playing a game, a normal match to 21, you pass a bit off the net and you make a continuation play. But in King of the Court, it's more difficult to make continuation plays because your mind is so much on occupying the king's end.
Yes, and it's the people you play are changing all the time and they switch on how they defend you, so it's really just to play and not think too much.
I'd be struggling. I always think too much. King of the Court would not be for me. Too much of a dweller, but there you go. The timeout has come quickly. We have another 5 minutes of this round.
The Viking clap.
Oh, the Viking clap. We know this. Did you guys invent this? Good question. This is Anders and Christian. We can't be here this week because a couple of injury problems. Niggles picked up on the road for sure, but also going from the Olympic Games to the European Championships that's some effort, even for a commentator. So I have no idea how that is for a player.
Yeah, it's so impressive what they've done. It's crazy.
How's it being from Norway at the moment? Because it's such a big mission that Norwegian volleyball are on, because you guys are involved. You can see that the women's program growing, building, improving. Also the juniors, well, watch out for Norway all across the board.
Yes. It's the men's and women's work together, and I think that's what makes it even better. You learn from each other.
So you're based a little bit at Top Volley as well?
Yeah. And especially during COVID.
So it means that your team, yourself, Martin, your coach, Cora, and all of the coaches working together to come up with philosophies and come up with ways of playing that's going to help Norwegian volleyball for the future?
Yes. And we support each other. Like, we don't always have a coach with us because we don't have a full-time coach. And then Cora and Jetvind and them helps us by serving us and supporting us. So it's really nice that we can help each other out.
Yeah, absolutely. And you can just, I don't know, the feeling is where is Norway going to be in 4 or 5 years' time? Because all the coaches keep saying is wait till we see what we have in the pipeline. Wait till you see what's coming. And I'm like, an Olympic gold medal's not enough? Like, hold up. How's the effect of, actually we'll come to that in a minute. Let's plug back into this for 2 seconds. As Slovenia on a little bit of fire here. They're 8 points to...
8 points.
BT Coots have to find some solutions. Late moves, they're playing really well here. Oh, handling called perfect bit of luck for Scotland, going down to the Queen's End. Beatty with a ripper. Sana Kaiser,
Oh, it's out.
There's another one. Can Scotland go on a little run of things here? They need 3. You'd feel if they get 3 in a row, they're going to have a longer stay than the Swiss-Dutch pairing. But for Plum Jetma, she needs to put this one away to get Scotland out of...
Nice shot over the block.
It was perfect from Plum Jetma, that one, huh?
Yes. Good court view there.
More service pressure. Slovenia... Well, have a look at the score yourself. They're right behind Meppelink Kaiser, but you wouldn't blame Meppelink Kaiser here for just taking a little bit of a rest in their intensity to try and keep some energy for the last round.
I think it's an advantage to win, because then you get to start on the Queen's side in the last round, which is the important one.
There's so many different ways of thinking about it.
Yeah.
The thing I like about the Dutch team is they have a lot of service pressure as well.
Yeah.
So that's going to make them a real tough king of the court, stroke queen of the court team, is their ability to just serve big from the baseline. Plum Jetma needs to find one here. It's a good time for them to take 6 points. So it looks as if Scotland are in their last minute of this competition. Off the hands of Mel Coots, who's been playing on the UK tour for so long. She's done so much for the sport playing-wise, and for Scotland as well, pioneering the sport to the Commonwealth Games. We hope to see them there in Birmingham 2022. Under a year away.
Oh, now it's 9-9.
9-9, tough at the top. Plum Jetma, Laura Kaliuri have left it very late here. Oh, but they pad it back and they go into the lead. So maybe they're going to start at the King's End.
It looks like it.
It's a really nice shot, that one.
It's important.
Or maybe not.
Maybe not.
That's huge from Meppelink. Sana Kaiser looking for a side out in the last 5 seconds to tie the lead, and it will go, well, the win will go to the Dutch-Swiss pairing in yellow. There they are. What a run for Plum Jetma and Laura Kaliuri as well. We say goodbye to Scotland they're eliminated. But what a fantastic experience for them. And they played really well as well.
Yeah. They were digging a lot, and yeah, I'm impressed.
Very impressive. We say goodbye to Lynn Beattie and Mel Coots. Scotland in their first ever King of the Court. This pair keep pioneering for Scottish beach volleyball. And then we're left to 3. Well, round 3, Kaiser Meppelink won the opener. Kaluri Yipma won the second round, and Kotnik and Lovsin have been, well, phenomenal throughout, consistent. But now there's really big pressure on the teams because only one team will go through to the semi-final. So 2 going home at the end of this 15 minutes.
It's pretty intense and rough the last round. It's if you get a good rally, then you can then you can win. It's a good start always helps.
A good start is what these teams are going to be after. Some great shots of the Rottenbahn. It's just a fantastic recipe for beach volleyball and King of the Court. We have the German rounds coming up after this. Remember, 3 German teams make the semi-final as well. So 7 teams from the international competition, 3 from the German side of things. It's a German competition that include the likes of Carla Borger, Julius Sudder, who just took a bronze medal at the European Championships, and also Binek and Schneider as well. So the depth of the German tour is really good.
Yes, it's a lot of teams. I feel like every tournament you play, it's always 4 German really good teams, and even more that can't be able to play because of the country quota, or yeah, they've done something right in Germany.
Yeah, and you can see the tour being here, the German side of the competition. They're providing opportunities for a lot of players to play under high pressure.
Yes, for sure.
On quite a regular basis. Well, Ingrid Lunde, here we go. The final round. Who's your money on?
My money is on Kaiser Meppelink.
Your money's on Kaiser Meppelink. Well, let's see how that goes. They're having to hustle here, but...
Ooh, nice shot from Kaluri.
Yeah, Kaluri manages to just show a lot of cross-court and rein it back to the line. Norway still not looking very happy up there.
No.
What do we need to do?
I don't know.
Well, if you're going to stay with us, Sunnova Helen Hansen is coming to the commentary box very soon. So I think between us all, we're going to have to cheer her up.
Yes.
It's coming over onto Kotnik. Fast arm. Taking that opportunity early. But for Kaluri and Yipma, it's a good start. 2 side outs on the board. This is a marathon, not a sprint, but it's also a sprint and not a marathon, so I don't know where I'm going with that, but...
It feels like a marathon, at least.
Does it really? Okay, excellent. That's
almost
good. That doesn't contradict my theory. Good positions again, this time from Kaluri, just sitting on that secondary swing, the second most powerful one through the body.
Nice reception.
This time no side out, but they won't be too worried so far. Socially distanced stadium, you have to keep 3 or 4 seats between another party being here in the Rotterdam, showing that we're slowly getting back to normal. Jumbo knuckle! Yes, another knuckle. Knuckle number 364. Don't know why that number. Wide or long out the back. Slovenia are really the dark horses here to get through to the next round. They've hustled, played well. Kaiser Meppelink will need to bank on all of this experience that they have.
Nice court view from Sonnenkaeser.
What do you think she's looking for there? Defender or feeling the blocker and
Feeling the blocker, maybe?
trying to have a little chip over the top?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always trying to figure this one out.
Yeah.
What players look for, how they look for it.
Maybe just intuition, too.
I've never had great intuition. I wouldn't know anything about that whatsoever. Cross line this time out the back. Epplink loves that cross line. It's just such a tough swing to face a lot of cross and whip back to the line. Technically, your arm has to be really good. The ball has to be in a real good spot to turn direction quick. So it's one thing, a tough swing can go fast very long. Oh, here we go. We've never seen this in King of the Court. Well, there were some problems there. We didn't have to get security in the end for Plynieva and Lahora Kaliuri, but don't quite know what the issue was there.
I think it was a ball if it was in or out, and you can't argue with the referees here. That's quite frustrating too. You just have to accept.
Good for the referees, though.
Call. Yeah, good for the referees.
They get a quiet life at King of the Court.
Yeah.
And no challenges either. Oh, line ball. Everyone saw it. Whether you can stop it or not is another thing. It's also interesting to see how much this really means to the players. You can sense in every touch and every decision that they're really wanting to get through here. This isn't fun. It is a lot of fun, but there's a big competitive edge to it. You don't come here to lose, do you, Ingrid?
Not at all. I think nobody does.
Cross line again. Defender and blockers will be watching the approach lines with caution. Another knuckle.
It's so rough too when only the winner gets to the semifinals. You can see the players are a little bit stressed out there.
Yeah, tired, stressed. Legs will start to hurt, lactic acid will build up, and then you have to try and score points. It's interesting, always in the third round, the passing does start to lose accuracy a little bit.
Yeah.
Tired legs.
Especially if you have a lot of side outs in a row.
Absolutely. And passing is so much about stability, right?
Yeah.
Having the legs into the floor and...
Yes. Oh, long
Oh,
rally.
good read. Seen it.
Oh, nice defense.
Opportunity for Tadjia Lovsin. Oh, what a rally! Oh, back on one. Doesn't matter how you score them. The crowd love it. Kaiser doesn't love it at all. Because they're one behind. There's still 9 minutes here, but tiredness is definitely a thing out there. Oh, this ball's coming back. How much energy have they got? Doesn't matter. Finds the seam. You can see that the jump of Lovsin is getting less and less. The use of the arms. And the celebration when the ball's out.
Yeah.
They don't get a point for that, but they do get a rest. 2 in a row.
That's a good serve.
Oh, that one's in. Plön. Knuckle line. It's the year 2052, and all you can do in beach volleyball is knuckle it. Back to the cross court, away from the body. He's got that one really nicely. Comes in quite straight, sells the line, and then just chops it away. Again, that's not an easy shot to hit either.
Nice pull off from Madeleine. Oh, nice.
Great dig. Seen it. Who's got the most energy here? Or more knuckles. They know that was your move. That's a move that you're going to do later.
Yes.
The little break onto the short knuckle to the angle. That's what we spoke about. Kaiser wanted to knuckle back cut shot, but they knew that was coming. That's really good awareness in game, because it must be difficult to basically understand what's happening in the side-out game as it's going so fast with so many different teams.
Yes, and to remember what people have done earlier in the game, it's hard to remember. But probably you should remember knuckles here, because everyone is doing it.
Unless you're playing against me, just break every time. Play through back.
Nice hit in the backcourt.
Let's have a look at this cross-court block. That's some big charity for the Dutch. You score a point on handling errors when you're at the Queen's End, when it's this close. You'll take every little bit of fortune that you can. Tension. Oh, what a serve. I do like this camera angle. You do get to see so much more of the speeds and the angles. I think that's Limbiti's impressed face.
Yeah.
Good serve. Meppelink, yeah, has a big serve on her as well.
Yes.
One of the biggest servers in world volleyball. Down to the serve?
Yeah.
I'm excited to see you serve down there later on, having won the opening round. Now you must carry a favourites tag. You and Lara Ludwig and Nukverja Dupree.
Because we got directly to semifinals?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
It's interesting because you never quite know with King, Queen of the Court, like, does it help you to build more rhythm the next day and qualify here, or does it help you to qualify early and have a rest?
I don't know. I feel like rest is good today since it was intense yesterday, but I don't know. We're gonna practice some today just to have a feeling of it.
Absolutely. Turn back to the angle, cut shot's a good one. Once again, good vision from Valerie. As we think we've just hit the timeout phase of this game. Well, Yitma and Caleri is still at the Queen's End. Meppelink.
You can stand there if you want to.
Oh, really?
You can just rest there if you want to.
Is that them getting all territorial?
Probably.
Some highlights of a really fun opening round today. One team can make it to the semi-finals of King of the Court. Who's it going to be is the question. Perfect passing or defense from Meppelink, who just comes in and chips one away.
Really good serve.
Great serve deep to the center of the Dutch. And really, it's anyone's game throughout this last 5 minutes or so. You guys have been in great form, but also Placette and Ricard from France seem to have a good balance for this competition. Seventh in each. Oh!
Good block.
Meppelink, good hands. They're saying that they looked quite good with their service pressure and their side-out rhythm that they had in this competition. Poland also, Tojcik and Kacholek. It's going to be a great competition moving forwards to the semi-finals. But will Meppelink Kaiser be there? At the moment, no. The 341. Chance for Kaiser. Oh, what a dig.
What a dig.
Sat in the pocket. Kaiser just wants that one to finish.
8-8. That's close.
Meppelink block. This is a huge point. Stalemate at 8-8. The Dutch take it. Wow. All this sparring for the last 45 minutes or so equates to this right here. Plyn Jetma played in this competition in Utrecht with Marleen van Eersel and took a 12th spot. For Kaiser Meppelink, they took a 3rd in Utrecht last year, but also they took a 7th in Waikiki in 2018. Well, your money was on the Dutch, and at the moment it looks like a safe bet, maybe?
Not a safe one, but let's see.
Yeah, maybe not a safe one. So good, but just wide.
No idea.
Showing a lot of cross-court, sorry, a lot of line before slicing the ball back. Problem is when you slice the ball, less topspin means that it's not going to drop as quickly. Kaiser Meppelink on 9. Got Nick Lovsin on 6. Good hands from, I think they seem to get a really good read on the Slovenian when she kicks out.
In the block, yeah.
Yeah, they stay quite into the angles. They give her a little bit more of the line and take the 2/3 of the court going to the cross court. Again, very difficult to hit that cross line back. Technically quite tough for a left-sider to do that. I say that like I can hit it myself.
Let's see. Set behind. Nice hit.
You said it, they use the whole net to attack. They run the blocker around. You're going to have to be watching that closely.
Yeah.
I always think the best place to scout a match of beach volleyball is from the commentary box.
Yeah, that's true.
So good.
I thought she was gonna set it line and she switched. Really good.
Such a late move back.
Yeah, right. Nice dig. Oh.
Looks as if we have our winners. It means we're going to have to say goodbye to the Swiss-Dutch combination and also Slovenia, but at the same time, they play so well, but Kaiser Meppelink have just commanded the Queen's End for a long time. This is a good run from them. And they've got nothing left in the legs. But the left-handed cross-court jumbo is enough. Is that it? The left-handed cross-court jumbo with the left hand seals it for the Netherlands. They won the round 1. They won round 3. Madeleine Meppelink will find the energy to clap at some point. But we say goodbye to Plyn Jetma, Lorette Kaliuri. They were fantastic. And also Tesha Kotnik and Tadja Lovsin as well. They've represented Slovenia so good. Scotland and Norway were eliminated earlier. Another great round of King of the Court for the Queens.
Yes, it's really good. It was a lot of good rallies.
Some big rallies. And one of the competition's biggest names, Son of Kaiser, Madeleine Meppelink, go through. 2018 European champs. Well, they've earned their rest, let's put it that way. Brilliant from Mel Coots and Lynn Beattie. Getting a late call-up to this one. You have to keep mentioning Scotland because they knocked Brazil out yesterday. Big news. So some great shots here at the Rottenbahn. Madeline Meppelink, Sanna Kaiser have won their pool. There's only one place up for grabs for the semi-finals. We're going to hear from them now with the brilliant Marloes Wesseling. She's down courtside with our winners.
Sanna, Madeleine, congratulations. You took the last chance to make it to the semi-final. How do you feel?
Very happy and very tired. Yeah, it was a tiring game in the end. I felt like I almost had to throw up, but it was very nice with the audience behind us and the music, and kept us going till the end. So,
yeah, it was a very tight on and on game between you and the Dutch-Swiss combination. What was your plan in the end?
stay calm, as calm as possible, and focus on every action, especially when you get tired. Sometimes with passing, I felt my footwork wasn't there. So that's why you shank. So I was like, okay, footwork, and all those little stuff. Because if you start watching the clock and the score, it's all distracting, make you play way worse volleyball.
Is that also the secret of King of the Court, just surviving?
Yeah, surviving, but what Marlijn says, like, stay calm, and because you want to make so many points, you're so excited, and then ding, and then you shank the ball away. So we try to be calm and passing and setting, and then trust that we will make points in the end.
Well, you can continue tomorrow. The sun's out here in Hamburg. Do you enjoy the atmosphere?
Yeah, really enjoying, and thank you all for cheering. It really helps us in the end. It's great to play with public again, and thanks all, and see you all tomorrow.
Thanks, girls. Good luck.
A very tired Netherlands side. But Ingrid, that's how it feels out there. They're not joking.
No, they're not joking. I was so tired yesterday after your legs are so stiff in the end. I feel with them.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that's all we've got time for from this session. Ingrid, thank you so much for coming in and being part of this show. For myself, Lulit, and the rest of the team, it's goodbye for now from the Rottenbahn, but we will be back very, very shortly with another playoff round from the women's competition. Remember, the top team going through to the semi-finals. But from us, it's bye for now. Well, it really is the perfect venue for beach volleyball. The Rottenbaum Arena is host of King of the Court 2021. The weather's perfect, minimal wind, a nice mild to warm temperature, and the sun is out, the roof is off, and it could not be any better for one of the most exciting competitions of the year. Well, we've reached the knockout rounds of King of the Court, and with the women's competition, there's only one team going through. The rest are going home. It's as simple as that. We've just seen a win for Madeleine Meppelinger's Sanne Kaiser, and we've seen duos from Switzerland and the Netherlands teaming up and bouncing out of this competition. Also losses for Slovenia, Scotland as well. But now, welcome back to the courts. Well, we have teams from Finland, Sweden, Brazil, Spain and Japan. Coming up in the international feed, but this is the German feed coming through. It's absolutely my bad, coming thick and fast from the German competition. Leah Kunston, Nelly Schmidt in first. As we bounce back to back for the first time in this competition. We meet our women's teams in this playoff. Caroline Fröhlich, some experience there as well. And finally, in orange, Chenna Christ and Lisa Sophie Kodzan. Well, the cards have been drawn. And big moments for Germany and all of their teams competing. In this round here at the Rottenbaum. And we're underway for another King of the Court playoff round of just 15 minutes to see who goes through to the finals later on. Remember, the top 3 overall go through into the international competition tomorrow. So it's big moments here. service pressure is the name of the game. Great high swing off the top of the hands. And it's a competition that involves the likes of Carla Borger, Julia Suda, Binek Schneider as well. This final is going to be interesting, intriguing. On the men's side of things, Tolle Wickler are here. There's Ehlers and Rudi Schön, also another team that have been going well. Tight plays, great recovery on the turn. We've seen this in the international competition already. It's coming thick and fast after that win for Meppelink. And Kaiser in the international round. It's going to be interesting to see how these teams compete against the international ones. Obviously, the top 3 or 4 German teams absolutely at home competing on the international stage. Tight set over the top of the block. It's perfect time to try and leverage the ball through the hands. High line, well seen, banking into that body line. Well, it's the German King of the Court. So here at King of the Court Hamburg, it's a new phase of the competition, really, where alongside each other, there's a German national tour event that runs parallel to the international event, and the top 3 will make their way into the international event semi-finals tomorrow. In red, we have Mardeman and Mankwitz, the 16th seeds. In yellow, Kunst and Schmidt, 14th seeds. Binek and Frolik, the 12 seeds in green. And Christ and Kotzen in orange. All been fighting it out for what seems to be a long time. It's day 3 of the competition in the German side of things. Free ball. And a nice opportunity from the left side, off the net. And after this, the King of the Court will travel to Utrecht next week. Great setting onto the net from a off-the-net situation. Binek and Frolik, they're in a good spot here. The bump over on 2. Oh, the dolly dropper. That's what we came to see. As Kleist and Kodzan go back to the King's End. Hammers as well. Building some rhythm here. Smooth work back to the line. It's a run of 3 for the team in orange. There's finally an ace and a change, and Constance Schmidt now to the Queen's End. Oh, fantastic lines on the block. Malmö and Munkwitz are looking to get down to the Queen's End, but to no avail this time. From the inside, oh, fadeaway setting. Woo. Perfect setting on the fall-away, almost Phil Dowhauser-esque from team in yellow out there. Chance from the right side on the turn once more, but there's a chance to capitalise here. They've been down before. They're going back again. Close and Kodzan get after it. 5. Winner takes all, so attitude is everything here. 15-minute sprint of King of the Court. Good defensive positioning. Fantastic swing from Malmö. Eventually, their run comes to an end. Which team will be going through to the finals later on is a question that we're trying to answer here. Great break. Gleison Koldson. But to no avail this time. Two teams tied at 5. Oh, suffer that one. A little bit of a disguised 2-ball, showing the set before letting their hand just rip over the top of the ball. Passings into great zones. Nice break as well. No block. Step round onto the sharp angle, but it's unfortunate for Constance Schmidt. Block is anyone's game in there. Munkwitz. Strong hands in the block. Constance Schmidt playing 2 back. Miss swing from Malmö. Still lots of work to be done here. Last 5 minutes. Remember, winner takes all through to the final stages. They'll be playing later on to see who will be going into the final round. Kodzan, big noise here. The Kodzan, she puts one away on the sharp angle. Knuckle over the top, great chase. Chance to capitalize here, they need it. Timeout's coming. Perfect swing. Still 5 minutes, that's plenty of time in this game. Block just breaking a little bit too wide, leaving the inside open. Short play, what a touch. Slightly wide setting, padded back, great opportunity. Oh, what a cut shot. And there we go to the timeout. Constance Schmidt have been on fire. Two teams get back to the drawing board. Quick time for... So we have a little look at who's through to the final. No surprises. Chantal Laboria and Sarah Schultz, and also Binek and Schneider already through as well. You just look at the depth of this competition. German volleyball is in a great place. Well, back underway after the technical. Technical timeout, even in King of the Court. Chance just to break things up, get underway again. Early break. Catches the breaking blocker high. Good tactic, just always difficult moving backwards, especially if you have to play it outside of your body line there. You lose a little bit of power and stability the more you have to play it outside of where your center of gravity is. Hammer to the seam is also a very good swing. 3:31 until we know who's going through to the final. Padaway misses the line. Well, big moments this one. Team in Orange need to win this to go tied top, but the biggest competition are the team serving. Oh, changing of the guard. Just 2 minutes, there's still time for everyone. That's the key thing here. Short knuckle, perfect. So far away from the shoulder line of the spiker. Reactions, bump over. Seeing everything back there, standing shot. What a recovery, 2 in a row on the turn. There you go. The turn on two, too quick. So many teams are playing that way, just being able to speed the game up and make it difficult for the opposition team. Remember, everyone's tired out there. Everyone's turning the ball as well. You can see how much it's starting to mean. Constant Schmidt back to the good end, but they need to make it count. From the center, back away from the body, that's 8 for them. 2 more and they're going to be in a very advantageous position here. It's another opportunity from the right side. Scoot from the power line of the spiker. 2 looks at the court. Chip away. Chance in transition. Nurdled over the top. Good court awareness, great vision. And through the seam. Game on. A run really needed here. Perfect time for an ace, but there's a lot of work that has to be done. From Binek and Frolik. There's one though. 35 seconds on the clock. Missed serves count, remember, in these closing stages. So there's 5. They still need to somehow find another 4. There's 1. Okay, here we go. Gunston, Schmidt are still top. They're taking their time, obviously, as they come through. Team in green need another 3. There's another one. Can they make 2 in the last 9 seconds? That's the question. They're getting frustrated, and there's an ace. And that will be the end of the road for them. Wow. Schmidt, the 14th seeds, take it. They go through to the finals later on. Means a lot to all of these teams. There's ranking points for Timmendorf, the German finals, on the line as well. What a performance from Kunst and Schmidt, the 14th seeds in yellow. Malman and Mungwitz, Binek and Fröhlich, and Kreis and Potsdam all leave. Great work from Kunst and Nelly Schmidt, because their longest stay was only 2, but they occupied that end smartly. Played really well. Good ball control, great decision making. They had the shortest, longest stay, but that doesn't matter. Consistency is what this game is all about. Well, the longest stay, Binek Schneider, no surprises there. We had their coach, Fabian Tobias, in the commentary booth yesterday. Chantal Labourette, Sarah Schultz. Watch out for that team. It's going to be interesting to see how they develop. Borger Suda, we know all about them. And then Konstantans Binek and Caroline Fröhlich, 9. They've just left the competition. They've had a great stay throughout. But it's going to be interesting. It's going to be a fun competition as we reach the German final stages. Next up, we are back to the International Women's Knockout, and we'll see you there very, very soon. Well, hello there and welcome back to King of the Courts. We're in Hamburg, Germany. The first King of the Court of 2021. Sun's out, roofs off, no wind, party atmosphere. What presentation we have as we head to the men's playoff competition. On the German side of the draw, there are two competitions running alongside each other as we meet Leo Hascheld and Max Jonas Karper. One team will go through to the finals later on today, and then the top three of the finals will go through to the international round of proceedings. Our second team out on to the show court. Well, Lucas Maurer and Dirk Westphal based in Berlin, normally playing with Cody Kessel as of late. And the third team, Milan Seiders and Jonas Reinhardt. Well, the fans coming into the Rottenbahn all day long in perfect fashion. We have our final team of Niels Ehlers and Rudi Schneider, a new team for this competition. Ehlers having a great European Championship with Lucas Kressner last week in Vienna. Played with Lars Fluggen for some time. High fives all round. One team goes through to the final. The teams drawing cards to see who will start at the King's End. Remember, you can only score at the King's End. Ehlers, Rudi Schön's played for Germany at youth level, but now playing with Ehlers just for this competition. The Rottenbahn Arena, the home of beach volleyball in 2019. And there's the draw. Torle Wickler in fine form in the semi-final. That got them through to the finals, and Justin Busk as well. Some great players in this draw, though. Ponavas twins have been around for some time. Tilo Backhaus, a coach as well as a player as well. Germany very well represented in World Beach Volleyball. But this is 15 minutes of high pressure to see who goes through to the final. Big Stuffy. Sivers gets his way to the King's End early. Seams open. First point on the board for the team in green. Perfect start for Reinhard and Sivers. 3 or 4 side outs. Well, 3 in a row. And this quick race to 15 is really key to get off to a good start. Schneider beaten to the line this time. Niels Eller's a very good, experienced blocker. For Schneider just to develop with. He's played a lot of youth events. Tubal jumping into the angle, very good reactions at the net as well from Team in Green, who've had the best start here. Chance for Westphal, who shows a lot of line before dropping it back to the cross court. Hammer, Schneider's there, chases on for Ehlers. There's a certain calmness about the way that these teams are playing. That's because they've been out there 3 days or so. The start of the competition for the German tour started, well, the day before the international competition. 4 for the team in yellow. Orange and purple have to be a little bit careful here, but there's still so much time. We've seen in the international event over the last couple of days, you can really string together your side-out plays towards the end. That's a great serve. Long angle. Oh! Oh! Mr. Eller's not happy about that one, and rightfully so. Still, just 1 point for Tim Ehlers. Does get one here. Couldn't make the easy one, but makes the toughie. There you go. Schneider the target from the inside. Good sharp angles, nice and quick. There's one on the scoreboard. A little bit underneath the ball, Schneider this time. Slows the game down. Ehlers goes for an absolute rip from a disadvantaged position. Still smiling as always, though. Good feet, good hands. Chases on. Oh, and look. How's Charlie Carper fired up? .56 left on the clock, chipping away. Schneider's there. High off the hands again. No digging that one from Ehlers at the height that he's playing from. Turn back. Chance in transition. Westphal puts Maurer in. This time passes slightly off the net. A little bit inside, and because of the pass off the net, set inside. Ball only finds the net for the team in yellow, but at the same time, they are the team leading the way at the moment. 3 Addison Schneider, that's a great chip through the body. And Howe's child is now back into set. Trying to run the ball around and evade the block and defense. Reinhardt, the target. He's had a good competition blocking in this one. Puts the ball in the perfect spot to hammer away from the body as well. Good control. Another one goes missing for the team in orange. Interesting times, we're going to have a timeout at 5 minutes. Over the top all day long. Siva's beautiful swing. These players will be absolutely excited with the prospect of playing some of the world's best in the international scene, but points for this competition carry over to qualify them to the national finals in Timmendorf. The German national finals, just a little bit north from here. If you could get any more north than Hamburg. And sat in the seam. Good position from Carper, but just too robust and too heavy through that seam area. Padding cut shot, dream. Reinhardt this time, they're on 10, so they're well in control now. This is a great stay at the King's End for them. Well, you say that, and then they get boshed off. Schneider off the net, so he has to try and find something from downtown. He loses his height from downtown. Crowd starting to get behind their home teams. Reverse set, chip back angle seen on the turn. Westphal. Well, interesting time before this timeout because side-outs are imperative. From the left side, over angle, it's a perfect swing. It's just wide of the mark though. It looked in from where I'm sat, but certainly was wide in the end. Almost. Or is it too late? From Hellschild and Carper. Misserves. Not counting yet. 3 allows a point for the Kings team. There's one underneath the block. Really good shapes in the block from side. Just cutting off all the angles from that straight approach line from the spiker. Chance on the Kings and Sharpie. Woo. Straight back across the body. Lovely work. And the timeouts come pretty quick. There's a few disagreements between players and referees. Straight through the seam, some fantastic plays. 5 minutes left on the clock. All to play for. Back underway. 5 left on the clock. Reinhard Sievers in the perfect spot with points on the board. Everyone else has so much work to do, but nothing that can't be done here by Ehlers and Schneider, because they can get a run. That's for certain. The pass has to be in a good spot. So in a continuation play as there's an overset in the end from Schneider, and then the team in yellow come back down, Maurer and Westphal. Early move to the line. You saw it quite early with the upper body shifting into that zone. There's one thing making the read, it's another thing making the play. Westphal's pretty annoyed with himself, and that's because time is ticking away. Chicken wing defense. Big high swing, crowd love it. Maurer. Westphal in 7, challenging. Now Sheldon Carper at the King's End. There's a net touch somewhere against Westphal, so there's one back. And they're the team best placed to really challenge the team in green, Reinhard and Sievers. There's a lot of work to do in 3 minutes or so for the German men's playoff round of King of the Court. 2:40 left on the clock to see who's going to join the likes of Tolle and Wickler in the final later on. It's a final that you don't want to miss. There you go, Sievers put that one away. Schneider beaten to the inside hand. 2:17 on the clock. Only the winner goes through to the final. That makes it pretty easy to understand, but pretty challenging if you're one of the players. From the center, wrist away, trying to maybe find the toughest swing. Carper, Hauschild. Well, they have a lot of work to do. They need to find 8. Ehlers caught deep, breaking off the block. Ehlers in transition pretty high. When he makes the dig, it's going to be hard to stop that guy on the right-hand side. Maybe it's not too little too late. They need 9 in a row to challenge the lead, and that would give them the longest stay. But 9 side outs in 90 seconds. Oh, that's a big stuffy. Sievers again. Great technique reaching into the angle. Takes everything. Just showing a lot of angle, trying to chip back on a sharp angle back across the body, but easier said than done. Last minute before we know who's going through to the finals later on. Tolle, Wickler, well, they were so impressive in this stadium when they made the World Championship final in 2019, losing to Russia's Vyacheslav Vasilnikov and Oleg Stoyanovsky. They will be wanting to finish in the top 3 to make sure they're back into international competition tomorrow in the deep end. Deep field here at King of the Court as well. 18 seconds. Westphal, well, they've left it late. They need 3 in 10 seconds. They're going to run out of time. They can be super happy. Well, actually, 3 missed serves will do it. Rudi Schneider with the serve. They're going to run out of time. And there you have it. Cheers for the team in green. Niels Ehlers says goodbye Rudi Schneider as well, but a great performance from Reinhardt and Saiv as they go through to the final later on today. Smiles all around this competition. Well, it's in day 3 already, starting 1 day earlier than the international competition. The standard is high. Only one team could go through, and that's the team in green. Well, there is the confirmation. Jonas Reinhardt and Milan Saivers go through. Longest stay of 7 is impressive. They're going through to the final. Well, a great day in the office for German beach volleyball. We'll be back with the finals later on. But next up, it's the return of the international competition. You don't want to miss that. We're going to leave you with some highlights and a couple of shots of this beautiful arena. And we will be back very, very soon. But from us, from Hamburg, it's goodbye for now.